Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard here this morning, this afternoon, here on Saturday, whenever you get a chance to tune in, follow along. As really, we are getting set up for what is going to be a mega Sunday in Edmonton tomorrow. That's really what the focus is on for everybody at this point, is just kind of getting into Sunday, getting into that big open practice, and really the first eyes on chance day for Oilers fans to look at the 2024-2025 Oilers hopefuls. Now, obviously, we know there's some guys that are guaranteed to make the lineup, guaranteed roster spots already, but there are other guys that, again, training camp, this is where they're going to have to excel if they want to be part of the roster, right? I think it's no secret that Derek Ryan's spot on the fourth line isn't necessarily guaranteed as it has been maybe in past years. You look at some other spots in the lineup like the second-hand right D and, of course, the third-hand right D. Those are up for grabs. It's assumed that Emberson will be your second right shot, and then it's assumed that Troy Stecher and Josh Brown will battle it out for the third spot. But that's all. As Chris Knobloch has kind of made it known this week, it's all subject to change based on performance. And the other side, too, as we've already learned a couple times this preseason, it's subject to change based on injury as well. I don't want to put that out there, but I need to put that as just kind of a caution on the notes, because simply, if you don't, we can really start to form this roster. We've already seen some line combinations come out that look pretty straightforward from what we were projecting from the offseason. But the hard part there is you got to start kind of building up the roster through the preseason games starting tomorrow. And those lines aren't necessarily going to be everything together all at once to begin the preseason, just because you got to give other guys opportunities. And obviously, when other guys get opportunities and you mix in some veterans, there's always that chance that something might go wrong. So it is, as always in training camp, an important time for absolutely everybody top to bottom on the roster. And I think the important lesson we got to learn from last year as well is if somebody looks off, they might not be ready to go for day one of the season, right? We kind of talked about it last year with Connor McDavid. Man, he doesn't quite look fully sharp in the preseason. He's just taking it light, no worries. And then we had about a solid month where Connor McDavid did not look like himself at all. Yeah, injury, whatever, but it's kind of one of those things. Training camp can be a telltale of what's to come, at least early on. And for the Oilers, as we evolve into tomorrow's first eyes on, simply you want to see positives all over the ice from no matter who it is, because that should indicate kind of what the guys are talking about, a better start, a better finish, all that. And compared to last year, well, that would be much welcomed compared to whatever 2-9-1 it was last year in mid-November. So that's what I'm looking forward to as I head up to Edmonton here in the next half hour after getting this video up for you. So once we're on the road, really whatever happens throughout the day. Might be able to go live down from somewhere in Edmonton when we're meeting up with Patrick and Brandon from Gillis TV there. But we get rolling over to Edmonton this morning for the big day tomorrow. Fan day, of course, the preseason game against Winnipeg, the whole dealio. Looking forward to having eyes on for the first time in 2024-2025. Friends, thanks for being aboard. Simple addition today. I am up on out of here.